My name is Macy Wilson. I am an artist and a creative entrepreneur based in Ghana. And in this video, I am simply going to show you how I use my Samsung A71 to edit my pictures. So initially when I received the Samsung A71, I took a few pictures and then I posted it on my social media page. So I am simply in this video going to show you how I edited those pictures. This is just a side note. You can, the app I love to use when editing my pictures are Samsung. The app I love to use when editing my pictures is Lightroom Mobile, and you can find it in the App Store. It's absolutely free. You don't have to pay anything. So I'm going to show you how to maximize your free Lightroom Mobile. So I think I'm going to screen record my phone, and I think it's going to show up over here or either here. I'm not really sure, but then you should just look out for it. It's actually really easy to edit pictures once you understand how exactly you want your pictures to look. For me, when I'm editing my pictures, I like to go with a really dull tone. I don't really like lots of colors in my pictures. I like my pictures to look cinematic. So in order to get that look, I'm able to achieve it with Lightroom Mobile. And one thing that you should also understand is that when you're editing pictures, you have to understand color. Like if I were to increase the saturation, if I were to increase the contrast, if I were to increase the exposure, how it's going to affect the picture. You have to have basic understanding when you're doing this. It's actually not difficult, it's not hard, it's very, very simple actually. So I'm going to show you the before and after, and then I would show you how to edit the picture, or how I edited the picture. And also, this is the way I like to edit my pictures. You don't necessarily have to do the same thing. I mean, once you get the basic understanding, you can edit the pictures anyhow you like it. I mean, it's your picture after all. So once you get the basics, you can tweak the things to your satisfaction. You can tweak the edits to your satisfaction. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. But this is how I like my pictures. Okay. So for me, whenever I take a picture, I look for the most prominent thing in the picture. And in this particular picture, the most evident thing is the green in the background, the leaves and everything. I feel like the picture is too bright for me, so I'm going to reduce the hue of the picture to 78. And I'm going to reduce the saturation so that it actually blends. It doesn't look too dark, it doesn't look too dark. And then I'll also reduce the luminance. Mostly when I'm editing pictures, it's try and error. I know exactly what I want, so I just keep, I just keep reducing, increasing, and when I feel like the picture is how I want it to be, and then I just leave it. Also, remember that when you're editing your picture, sometimes when you edit, it makes you look white. Like even though you're trying to work on the background, your body, your face, everything about you is still in the picture. So you have to try and work around it so that you don't look too white or too dark in the picture. You look just right. And also, again, this is about preference. If you don't mind looking fair, you can leave it that way. If you want to look exactly how you look in reality as possible, then you try to make sure that you're keeping your natural color in the whole picture. So right now I'm done with the colors. So the reason why I use the color mix is because I want to get exactly the green, I want to get exactly the yellow, I want to get exactly the orange, exactly the red in the picture before I now move on to the lights, which has exposure, the contrast, the highlights, shadows, whites, blacks, etc. Mostly when you use exposure and contrast before you actually edit the picture, you don't really get the exact look you want because you've already adjusted the picture, you've reduced the brightness, you've done a couple of things. So when you're using the color mix, you don't exactly achieve the look you want. That is why I prefer to use the color mix first before I go into the lights to finally do the final touches of reducing the exposure, that's the brightness of the picture, the contrast, the highlight. And you don't necessarily have to use everything. I don't like my pictures bright, so I would make the contrast. I don't want the picture too dark as well. I just want it just right. You don't necessarily have to use every single thing in the lights. I mean, you don't need everything. Well, I don't use everything, let me put it that way. And then the dehaze, and then you're done. This is the before, and then this is the after. So you can post it on your Twitter account, you can post it wherever it is that you like to post your pictures. So that's how I use my Samsung A71 to edit my